Scott to throw first.
If you are just joining us, Scott Waits missing double 12 for a 9-darter. Decent odds, I wonder, for the Yorkshireman in a 2-horse race. 4 legs behind.
Well, there were some people voicing regrets they didn't get something down when he was 4-1 earlier, and they got quite close to even again. But now 5-1. And then we see third session. Yes, that was Waits. 110 average got him back in the match.
125.
And awesomely answered, almost a 110 himself, Thornton, in the fourth session to re-establish his dominance. And Waits slipping down to 95. You know, a paltry 95.
43.
A lot of times you're happy with the 95 if you're a mortal professional dart player.
Waits will be targeting another 4-1 session, I'm sure.
100.
To be fair, his dart for the 9-darter at double 12 was nowhere near. Incredible to think that over the years, since Phil Taylor first did that historical 9-darter at the match play, over 10 years ago, was Thornton. It's an 8-1-8-2. If Waits had got double 12, that would have been the 25th 9-darter live on Sky.
Yeah, I have an answer for that, I think. But first off, let's get this leg finished.
120. What will you require? 130.
Well left the double, but Thornton with a chance, and he's hot. Needs another treble. Treble 20 or 18. We'll see which way he goes. Oh, he wanted that crack at double 9.
98.
So Waits must be a little nervy at this point about this double 8 because he knows Thornton on tops.
Oh, he thought it was in. He was walking. Gotta go this time.
Oh, I think he was hoping it was in more than thought it was in.
What will you require, 40?
Is this the game? Right here, right now.
Game show on the 21st leg. Thornton,
Oh,
22nd leg.
See what Waits thinks of those 3 missed darts at double, but that's a huge break. That means that he has won 5 out of the last 6 legs, John.
You'd almost say cruising at this point.
140.
But most of the legs hotly contested. Scotty too hotty.
99.
You were saying about all the 9-dart legs. I think what they need to get back in the sport is, and one reason why there wasn't a 9-dart leg for a long time, was the big prize. Because that changed when you go for a double 12. If it's a life-changing amount, you get really nervous. It's plain sense. As it is now, everyone expects it of themselves, and there's not really that much nerves on it.
140.
Would you take Scott Waits at 14-1?
I would probably abstain from that.
I'm sure some people are.
140.
Sure, some people are having just a little wager on that. Waits, the master of the comeback on this stage.
138. What will you require? 81.
This would be a brilliant 11-dart leg. Another 11-dart leg.
Great start on the 22nd leg.
Do you know what? And throughout the course of this game, John, his checkout success percentage is now over 50%. And in a game of this distance, that will win you most matches.
In fact, he has double the percentage of Scott Waits. You know, so I guess that would tell the tale more than anything, because the average is very similar on the scoring. Quite right. The double percentages, and there we see 52%, which is going to win you most matches over this distance, and Scott Waits only 26%. And the opposite true. Will probably lose most matches with that average.
59.
Waits has missed the doubles at the really important times when he's had 2 and 3 darts in his hand. more 100s than Thornton. Look at those, 23 140 plus for Robert Thornton.
177.
And there's another one, a 177. Well, he's motoring now, isn't he?
Well, Scott needs an answer, because a break here for Robert would certainly seal the deal, in my mind.
25.
I mean, I just couldn't imagine Scott trying to win 8 legs in the trot.
135.
Thornton's been brilliant, though. His average has been 99 minimum, really, throughout this semi-final. It's now up to 103.
59.
He's been consistently good. And here's Thornton. No finish, 159, but he doesn't need one. He wants to do better than that, though. Wants treble.
59.
No. Still 100, a nice out. But Scott can pressurize. A 140 even would be just what he needs. To leave himself also 100 or a 140. No pressure on Thornton now, and this is for a break. An easy break.
Brilliant. Double 10.
90. Scott, you require 140.
So Thornton will return.
100.
This
Robert, you require
to make
10.
it 7 legs out of the last 8. For the world number 11.
Game shown at 23rd leg.
He's almost there. He's almost there. A break of throw. And here comes Robert Thornton to step up, to throw for a place in the final of the Grand Slam of darts.
Yeah, I think you can see in Scott's eyes, and even as he stands behind Robert now, he realizes it's just too big a task. Even if he throws 180s here, Scott won't believe he has any chance. He's not going to give up. He'll still try to play quality, but unless he can win like 3, maybe
60,
then he might start to believe. But he's sort of going through the motions, I believe. And Robert savoring what is looking like a fantastic semifinal victory.
140.
You do have to get across the line, though, Robert.
I seem to remember at the match play, Andy Hamilton 15-8 down against Simon Whitlock and won. It doesn't happen very often, though.
No, and you know, it just, these averages they're throwing, that's a tough thing. And 100 average each side, basically, you know.
131.
The percentages are against it.
128.
Well, this would be a nice finish. Needs treble 20. No, just there's no conviction there, is there?
Robert, you require 110.
Can he win it in style? Ball tops, I think he's going for. Oh, brilliant dart, tops!
70. Scott, you require 45.
To stay alive.
Game shot in the 24th.
So he stops the rock. One missed match dart for Robert Thornton at tops. Waits, gets 1 leg back.
Yeah, but absolutely zero emotion there, walking back, and he's not being coy or anything. It's just he realizes how ridiculous a task he has. And you can see that 38 to open the leg. I mean,
140.
good answer by Robert. It's almost like a professional courtesy for Robert Thornton to get this over with.
26.
Lovely adjustment, John.
But as the reality of this most probable result sets in, it does affect both players' focus.
123.
Very impressed with Robert Thornton. 25th leg, still averaging nearly 102. Over 102 now.
135.
Most impressed with Thornton here.
56.
I mean, he had a great standard all through the tournament, but he's elevated it here. Really been fantastic. He's treble 19. Treble 10 will leave 32. Left 52. Scott way back on 9 legs and 258 points.
98. Robert, you require 52.
For a place in the Grand Slam final. Double 10.
32. Scott, you require 160.
Well, our audience here are urging Scotty to get this. Let's have some magic.
100. Robert, you require 20.
3 match darts have come and gone. No mistake this time, and Robert Thornton is through to his first Grand Slam final. 101 average, very impressive performance from the Scot to beat the Lakeside World Champion. Coming up next, what a game this should be. Adrian Lewis against Phil Taylor, rivalry renewed after their epic World Match Play semi-final, one of the best matches in the history of the Blackpool tournament.